Hey guys, this is JP's LEGO Reviews. Now, if you've collected LEGO Modulars for a long time, you may have noticed something that's very unusual about LEGO Modulars recently. And that is, why are there now Modulars for almost every theme? It used to be just for Creator Expert or Icons, but now you're seeing them in different themes, so why is this happening? Well, there are a few reasons for this. Firstly, we need to actually answer what's a modular, because a modular for LEGO specifically is quite a specific thing. It's a building that is on a base plate or on base plates with a sidewalk where, and it doesn't necessarily have to have a massive sidewalk, but it has to have some sort of pedestrian access, where there are 4 Technic style bricks with pins that are placed in the same place for every modular so that they can connect to each other. And when you connect them, they're quite literally very hard to separate. They're almost inseparable. For example, with the assembly square, where this is a clear example of a modular. Now, there is more to this as well, because for example, with this picture where you see the bookshop and the police station modulars, you see this black area that I'm circling, that hole, especially in grey, but there's also another one that's a green brick as well. What you're supposed to put inside of it is, actually this is what it looks like up close, which is a brick with a hole in it. And you put a 1x2 black LEGO Technic pin, and this allows you to connect it to the empty hole for the next modular, which is how it actually connects. And this is the main thing with LEGO Modulars. They are connectable buildings that can be created to make a city, or at least a town centre. Now, let's look at how Modulars started being an instant success, why LEGO Ninjago started making Modulars, and how it then went to other themes. So, let's break it down step by step. Firstly, how did Modulars start? Well, it started with the Cafe Corner in 2007, where it sold for $140 US, and it sold well because without fail, there's been a new modular every year since. And let's see what the Cafe Corner looks like. It's a pretty plain looking building compared to today's modulars, but this is where it started. And it was an instant success because it was new and fresh, but also lots of mocks that LEGO fans like making are cityscapes. Since LEGO bricks, and because you have LEGO bricks, they actually sort of work well to make buildings, and since base plates already existed, people have been making cityscapes for a while, but this is the first real official one that LEGO's made, and it really started off something for LEGO, and it really was an instant success. Now let's look at modulars until 2017. We have the Green Grocer in 2008, this factory set, which I think was either 2007 or 2008. It's almost not a modular, but it's still a modular in the definition that I've given it, which is a building on a base plate that has 4 Technic bricks with holes in it that can interconnect with other buildings. The Fire Brigade, the Emporium, the Pet Shop, which, funnily enough, this is a modular set, but this set actually is 2 smaller modulars connecting to one, making it a modular set. So that's interesting. And the Town Hall. And back to the Pet Shop, you can actually separate it so you can put the house bit on a different part of the street and the Pet Shop on another part of the street. It's the only LEGO modular that they've made where you can actually separate it and put it in different places. So that's a fun fact as well. You also have the Palace Cinema and the Parisian Restaurant, and you have the Detective's Office, the Brick Bank, and the Assembly Square, where, especially the later ones coming up in 2017, they were some fantastic, and I do mean fantastic LEGO modulars. But LEGO Ninjago modulars started coming out in 2017, and as the flagship set for the Ninjago movie, the Ninjago City modular is made, which is this. It's chaotic, it's different, it's crazy, but it sold so well. And because of the designs for this set, which is the Ninjago City Docks, existed, the next year in 2018 they released this set as well, and it sold well again. The Ninjago City set in particular was crazy. It was a Japanese-inspired cityscape. It wasn't a Western style city. It wasn't maybe based off France or the UK or the Netherlands or the US. It was based off Japanese architecture, and it sold like hotcakes. Not just because it's a Lego Ninjago set, but rather because it's an urban landscape that you could maybe find in Tokyo or Osaka. And that was interesting enough for modular fans and also fans of Lego in general, that they made another set that had that sort of Asian influence as well, with obviously the Ninjago City Docks, where it's also related to Lego Ninjago as well, and it sold fantastic. It was also interesting because Lego Ninjago sets are water-based. Instead of having a huge amount of pedestrian access, which it does as well, the cities are connected by water, and it's a really interesting concept that Lego Modulars obviously didn't play with, but Lego Ninjago Modulars did. And it was a fantastic idea. But in 2021, Lego Ninjago's 10th anniversary came around, and to commemorate it, they released the Ninjago City Gardens, which again sold very well because it's fantastic. And from 2023, seemingly, one of these will be released yearly. And that's a fantastic idea because you have sort of two modular ideas coming together. You can either have a Western-inspired one, where you have it based off either mainly Europe, but also the US, and then you have one that's based off Asian architecture that has obviously a Ninjago flavour to it because it is Lego Ninjago. But it's sort of bland enough, or not specific to Ninjago enough, where you can just confuse it for some sort of a little bit of a futuristic, a little bit of a fantasy version of Japanese architecture that's still somewhat realistic. And that's why this has sold very well. But how did it go to other themes? Well, Marvel's Sanctum Sanctorum for Doctor Strange 2 was released in 2022 as a modular, since this set can be connected to other buildings. Now, this was obviously made in mind to connect more with, say, a Parisian restaurant rather than Ninjago City, but this Lego set can fit very well into Marvel's modular lineup, or Creator's modular lineup. But there's more. The Creator for 3-in-1 made small modulars from around 2020, and Friends did it in 2023. Where with Lego Friends, you have this set where it doesn't look like a modular at first, but it's not really on a base plate, so we'll give you that. It's on a bunch of plates, but more importantly, you have the 4 holes that you can interconnect with other buildings. And if you just decide to build this on a base plate instead of, regular plates, it'll fit perfectly with Lego Modulars, and it wouldn't be too difficult to do with this set. And also with Creator 3-in-1, with their Main Street, for example, what Creator 3-in-1 decided to do was to make smaller modulars. They're modular style buildings, yes, but they're on a smaller scale. And because of that, you can have, say, a really small layer city if you don't have enough space by just collecting the 3-in-1 sets if you don't have enough space for the regular Lego modulars, and you can still have sort of a mini modular or mini cityscape because the 3-in-1 sets allow you to do that, and that's awesome to see as well. But also with the Creator 3-in-1 sets, you can say purchase 3 of them. You can say purchase 3 of the Main Street, and what you can do is you can convert them into regular modulars because they have the same basic foundation. You just need to spruce them up a bit, add a bit more detail, and then slide them into the current Lego modular lineup, and it would work perfectly as well. So you have that as well. And there's more, because Lego, Ninjago, and Marvel also made modulars for 2023, where you have the Ninjago City Markets, another addition to the Ninjago collection, and the Avengers Tower, which doesn't look like a modular either, but it can connect to other buildings, and it's built on a base plate. And I think the Daily Bugle is the same as well, But it's interesting to see how with Modulars that they're sort of expanding into other themes now. And who knows what theme it could expand to next. But these are the current themes that they exist in, and let's see what they'll do next. And thank you for watching. Let me know down below what your thoughts are on modular style buildings being incorporated into more and more themes. Do you like it? Or would you prefer modular style buildings only be in the creator expert / icons range? Again, let me know down below. If you enjoyed the video, please smash the like button. If you want to see more content just like this, please subscribe. I hope you guys have a connected day, a great day, and keep building.